Good morning, students. Myself, Teacher Anju. We already started with the chapter 2, that is Living World. In this lesson, previously we have studied about some characteristics of living things. Children, today we are going to learn about useful and harmful living things and about wild animals. Can you tell in what way plants and animals useful to us? Yes. We know that all plants and animals are interconnected. We had learned about the food chain in Standard 5. We know that each and everything on this earth that is living or non living things are all interconnected. And if the link is broken, so the other animals or the plants are also affected by it. Now, plants are used for household as well as industrial purposes. For example, fenugreek, that is methi, potato, okra, that is bhindi, apple, banana, and many such vegetables and fruits are used as a food. While vasaka, that is adulsa, hirada, bihada, asparagus, are used as medicines. Now, just like plants, animals are also useful to us. We know that dogs and cats are useful and kept as pet. So also cows and buffaloes are useful to us. Cows gives us milk, buffaloes are used in the fields and they kept for domestic uses. Now, fish, sheep, fowl, there is fowl is all the birds that is hen and ducks are used as a food while animals like horses, oxen, camel prove useful in various occupations. That is, they help us carry load, they help us for transportation, and even the earthworm is very useful in agriculture. We know that the earthworm makes the soil loose and so it helps the farmers in plowing their field, in losing up the soil, and so even the tiniest worm to all the animals, all the plants, and all are very useful and all interconnected. So, just like plants, animals are useful to us, they are also harmful. There are harmful plants and animals. Some animals and plants around us are harmful to man. For example, mosquitoes and flies spread diseases. Cockroaches, mice, rats destroy our food. Lice, ticks are also spread diseases. The bites of some poisonous lizards, spiders, snakes, scorpions can even cause death. Even wild elephants enter human settlements, they cause a lot of destructions. That is, where the human beings live out of the forest, out of the jungle. Sometimes elephants comes out from the jungles and they destroy the human settlements where the human beings are living, so that causes a lot of destruction. So, animals and plants can also be harmful to us, that is, living things. Now, let's look at some plants that are very harmful. Some plants too can be harmful, as for example, the dodder and perthenium and other weeds. Pods of nettle, colocasia leaves cause itching, that is, when we consume them, we will find very itching sensation. So, it is not good to consume such things. Now, even plants like oleander, lantana have strong odors. They have a very strong smell. So, we can't stand over there. The datura plant is poisonous, so it is very dangerous to consume a datura plant. So, we have to be very careful. We should not put anything in our mouth, any leaves, any flower, without knowing about it. Now, sometimes what happens? is that green color substances that we find on water bodies like lakes, ponds. So this is nothing but it is fungi and algae that grow on it. So the uncontrolled growth of fungi and algae in water pollutes drinking water, that is when the drinking water may get spoiled, and if we consume it we may fall sick. So this may cause the spread of diseases, and we have to be very careful of all these plants also. Now let's see how wild animals are harmful to human beings. Now we know that wild animals hunt other animals for food. Therefore, they are called predators because they prey on other animals for food. For example, the tiger, the lion, the wolves, the leopards. Now, sometimes what happens due to deforestation, that is, if the jungles, forests are cut off or made use for buildings, putting up factories, and all that. So, jungles and forests are cut down. So, all these wild animals in search of food they come towards the human settlements because there are buildings built just outside the jungle. So, such animals enter the human settlements because they want food, because food has become limited now. We have cut the jungles, we have cut the forests, so they can't find food. So, in search of food, they come into this human settlement. So, they attack human beings. So, they attack sometimes, often they have taken picked up children, picked up people, old people, and they have dragged them into the jungle, eaten up them. So that is how wild animals also very dangerous for human beings. Now we should always remember that many plants and animals in nature satisfy our needs, isn't it? We just learn about it, how plants, useful to us, how some of the animals are useful to us. So, the use of such plants and animals should be restricted only to our needs. Restricted to our need means we should take as much as we want. We should use these plants and animals only for our needs, how much we need, and not attack or cut down or pollute these things unnecessarily. So, we should not pluck leaves, flowers, and fruits unnecessarily, and animals should not be hunted. There are many peoples who go into jungles still to hunt for fun. So that is not good. If you are hunting for food, then it is okay. And that also should be limit ourselves for how much we require. And these animals should not be teased just for fun. Sometimes we go to the zoo and we throw things and we tease the animal. So animals get uh, irritated. So, we should not do that. It is the responsibility and duty of all of us to protect plants as well as animals because it is like I told you about the food chain. We all are interconnected. So, we as a human being are it is our duty and responsibility. We should take care of these plants and animals. We should not use it unnecessarily. That is how much we required, that much only we should use it. Let's revise what we have learned. First, growth, respiration, excretion, reproduction, responsiveness to stimuli, movement, a definite lifespan, and a cellular structure are the characteristics of living things. Next point, animals grow for a certain period of their life. Plants, however, grow as long as they live. Next, animals have specific organs for respiration. while plants respire through microscopic pores on their leaves and stems. Next, the process of eliminating waste product from the body is called excretion. Next, all living things they have the ability to reproduce. Next point, living things move because of their ability to respond to stimuli. Next point, plants show spontaneous movements but they cannot leave their place and go elsewhere as animals do. Next, living things have a definite lifespan at the end of which they die. Next, many animals and plants are useful to us in our daily life. Some animals and plants can be harmful to us. And the last point, the smallest unit of a living thing is the cell. I hope, children, that you enjoyed learning this lesson. Thank you.